And we're back again. Thank you so much for dropping over again and having a look at what the projects are today. Now, these projects are ones that I did make while I was away in the hotel, and these I made for a very specific purpose. Now, when I'm crafting here at home, especially when I've got a kit, I usually bring out my trusty tray, and it holds all the bits and pieces of cups and stuff like that for me. Now, I actually forgot to pack that, and with the minimal space that the hotel had, I had to come up with something creative. So I actually made my own little holders. So even though I do make tag holders and things like that for every kit so far that I've done for Twitchit Craft Kits, so this is the Deep Blue Sea kit from Twitchit Craft Kits, I thought I would make my own and something a little bit different this time. So I started out with, I will admit, I did start out with a grey cardstock. Now, this is completely covered by pattern paper, so of course you cannot tell, you cannot see that there is grey cardstock under there. So I believe it, let's have a look. I actually forgot to write down the measurements for this one because I was just so excited making it and being so creative making it. So it's 2.5. Okay, so I went with the same sort of dimensions, obviously very similar to the card in the box. So it is 2.5. Obviously I'm throwing this around a little bit so things are coming out, by 4. 2.5 by 4. All right, so I didn't have anywhere to sort of show me what I had out of these tags and frames packet that come with the kit. The problem was I was sort of pouring it out of the, I was pouring it out and then it was just on my desk, and because I didn't have my little tray, it was just sort of going everywhere and I was losing pieces and some were on the floor and I was starting to panic a little bit. And then I went, you know what, I just need something to put all this in. So again, this is the grey in the middle there that I've covered and I've coated with the pattern paper. So that is the Cartabella pattern paper, the sailor stripe, and then I threw on some of the Echo Park, the blue wood grain, so I just used the blue to, on the bottom and the top there. This is actually part of the 4x3 journal tag I have cut down, and this bit here that goes all the way around is actually off the pattern paper. It's a 12 by 12 and it just has a whole heap of different stripes, strips and stuff on it. So I used that on there, and I did foam tape that up, so obviously there's room to slip the tags and stuff in there. Now I put them in there and this just sat on the desk and it was perfect. It did exactly what I needed to do. Then I had another problem, the same problem but a little bit different. So I had these offcuts, right? So I had these offcuts from that grey paper that I spoke about. I thought, wouldn't it be cool? And they were already, look, they were already scored in as well at 2.5. So I took the other one of this, basically just made it into a three-sided square, added some acetate. There's the acetate there. And covered it in some cardstock. So on a couple of sides, I put the Cartabella, the boats on it, and then on the bottom I put the Cartabella sailor stripe. It was really quick and easy. I think this took me about 3 minutes to make. Because I already had this offcut, it was just a case of throwing it together. And then I put on a fun little tag there. So this is a whole bunch of offcuts that are just too big to sort of sit in the table next to me, and things I knew I'd use. So there's the journal tags, so they're 3x4 journal tags. They needed a home to go somewhere because they were too small to go in the tiny little pile, that probably won't be used again, the bit that ends up in the bin. And they were too small, so too big for the tiny little pile that'll go in the bin, but too small for, the these sorts of ones where they actually do go into a pile mixed in with the 12x12s, because I know I'll use them. So there we go, 2 boxes that were made because I needed them. 2 boxes for a purpose. I know that I do make the tag, a tag holder or tag container or box of some sort for each of the kits, and I just thought this was a really cool way to do it for this one. Now again, these can be decorative for any little boy or girl that wants to, you know, that loves nautical themes. Once I'm finished, I can take all these tags out, and that could definitely go in, you know, and sit in a bedroom somewhere, and just how cute is that? Same as this, take them all out, and you could easily put, you know, if it's a little girl, put some hair ties or something like that in there. If it's a little boy, you can throw in some cool Lego pieces or something like that. And yeah, so that's about it. Thank you very much for coming. So please do, if you make anything that's inspired by anything that I do, or make anything that is inspired by the team at Twitchit Craft Kits, please do let us know. We love looking at everyone's designs because they just make our designs better too. It gives us ideas as well on how we can use products and items, and it inspires us and inspires our followers. And, you know, it's just good to share our crafty creativeness. So thank you very much. Again, Toni here from Scrap Crazy with Toni, bringing you some more projects from the Deep Blue Sea Twitchit Craft Kits. Thank you. Bye.